Wait, wait. Don't step over the clock. The show isn't over yet. Come with us to the world of theater. Now, you cannot leave your seats as we are going to see a brilliant drama performance by the Paulites.
I am no ordinary adornment. I am a glimmer of desire, a sparkle of envy, and weight of pride. To some, I am a dream come true. To others, a lesson in disguise. Tonight, I shall tell you my tale, a tale of elegance, deception, and the cost of vanity. For I, the necklace, have seen glories and sorrows of human ambition. Watch closely as Matilda's journey unfolds before you.
Ah, what a day! I've bought on some scotch broth for dinner. Matilde, you love it, don't you?
Love it? No, it's just the same. Everything is the same. This house, this life, it is not enough.
What do you mean? We have all we need, don't we? A roof over our head, food on the table.
Yes, food, but nothing beautiful, nothing splendid. I was born for something better, something grander. Look around. This shabby walls, this dreary furniture, it's all so ordinary, so dull.
But my dear, we live comfortably, don't we? I work hard to make sure of that.
Comfort? What is comfort without beauty? I long for silks, jewels, parties with the most distinguished people. Instead, I'm here, trapped. Do you understand? Why was I born for such a fate? To be trapped in this life, married to a simple clerk. I was meant for elegance, for admiration. I should be wearing gowns of satin, dripped in jewels that glitter under chandeliers. I can almost see it. The grand halls filled with music, laughter, and eyes upon me, admiring me. And yet, here I am, invisible, forgotten.
Matilde, look what I have for you.
What is it now?
An invitation to a grand party of the ministry. It took me weeks to get this. Just imagine, the finest people in Paris will be there. This is our chance, Matilde.
What do you want me to do with this?
What? But aren't you happy? We never get to go such events. This is an honor.
What do you expect me to wear? How can I go and be seen in front of all those people looking like this? No gown, no jewels. I'll be a laughing stock.
But the dress you wear to the theater, it looks fine, doesn't it?
No, it's not enough. I need a proper gown. I need 400 francs for a dress.
All right, Matilde. I will give you the money. I will get it for you. You shall have your dress. You look beautiful, Matilde. The gown is perfect for the party.
Yes, the gown. But what of the jewels? I'll look like no one. A woman without sparkle in a sea of diamonds.
Why not borrow some jewels from your friend, Madame Forestier? She is wealthy. I am sure she will lend you something beautiful.
Yes, of course. How could I not think of that? I shall ask her tomorrow. Where are the jewels?
Madam, your tea is served.
Thank you. You may leave us.
Enjoy, madam.
Choose whatever you like, Matilde. So many. So beautiful. Do you have anything else?
Yes, I may have something of your choice.
This. May I wear this?
Of course. Take it, my dear.
Who is she? She is stunning.
The most beautiful woman here, by far.
This is what I was born for. The admiration, the elegance. I am finally where I belong. I am the star of the night, and everyone is watching me. Oh, how I wish this moment could last forever.
Oh, what a night.
The necklace! It's gone! I've lost it!
What? Are you sure?
Yes, I touched it when we left the ministry. But now it's gone.
Stay here. I will go read this house steps. I'll find it, Matilde.
our shop.
Good evening. We would like to see some diamond necklaces.
Ah, a diamond necklace you say. But sir, those don't come cheap. Let me show you what I have. It must be important. I see this piece has meaning for you.
Yes, very important.
Ah, I understand. People will do much to hold on to the things they cherish.
What is the price of this necklace?
36,000 francs. I can give no discount. It is rare and flawless.
36,000. We will take it.
Thank you, sir.
Matilda and her husband went to many people asking for loans in high interest. They exhausted all their savings too. Loisel took 2 jobs to repay the loans, and Matilda started working as a house help in other people's homes. They desperately tried to pay off the loans. At last, they were able to repay the debt, but they were financially destroyed.
Madam, I understand things are difficult, but will you need me here much longer?
No, I'm afraid not. I can't keep you any longer. We have lost so much.
I'm sorry, madam. You have always been so kind to me.
Thank you for everything. Take care.
I will keep you in my prayers, madam. May fortune smile on you again.
This is my life now. My hands, once soft, are now rough, red, and swollen. My beauty faded. But this is my fate. I must pay for my one night of vanity, my one moment of glory. Jean, it's me, Matilda Loisel.
Hold her.
Matilda? My goodness, I didn't recognize you. Oh, my poor friend. What happened to you? I've had hard times, Jean. Very hard. And all because of you. Because of me? But how? What are you talking about? Do you remember that night 10 years ago? The party at the ministry. The night I borrowed your diamond necklace? Of course, but I lost it, Jean. I lost your necklace that very night.
Lost it? But you brought it back.
No, I brought you another one, an identical one. My husband and I bought it to replace yours. It took us 10 years, 10 long years to repay the debts. We've lived in poverty, sacrificed everything just to pay off the loans. Matilde, no. The necklace I lent you, it was an imitation. It was worth at most 500 francs. Imitation? All that suffering for nothing? Matilde, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. 10 years, Jean. 10 long years of our lives wasted because of my pride. Because I wanted to be someone I'm not. Matilda, please, let me help you. No, Jean. It's too late for that now. Years, 10 long years of suffering for a necklace that was never real. How strange life is. How cruel its twists and turns are. And what remains now? The beauty I once had, the youth I once cherished, gone. Life does not reveal its truths until it is too late. I thought I needed wealth, jewels, admiration to be happy. But now I understand. Happiness is not in what we possess, but in who we are. And I was never content with myself. That perhaps was my greatest mistake. I may be poor, I may be weary, but I am still here. And that perhaps is enough.
Years have passed, and I remain unchanged. Yet, those who helped me have been transformed. Matilda sought grandeur, but found wisdom through hardship. I was but a simple trinket, yet my illusion of worth have altered her destiny. Remember, it's not riches or jewels that define us, but the truth we carry within. And so, I rest as a silent observer of humanity's unyielding dance with pride and humility.